midnight carnival. The driveway glowed with the faint orange of carved pumpkins. I stood there with my heart hammering, the October wind rattling the leaves at my feet. Hours earlier, my older brother Ben had appeared at my door with a mischievous grin. He had gripped my hand tightly and told me about the abandoned carnival on the edge of town. A place shuttered for years, now mysteriously reopened for Halloween night. Since Mom's death, Dad had buried himself in work, leaving me and Ben to cling to each other. Normally, I would have refused such a dare, but that night, anything seemed better than the quiet sadness at home. Ben nudged me, eyes sparkling with midnight excitement.
Ben, teasing. Don't chicken out now, okay?
In the distance, the faded carnival lights flickered like an eerie promise. I bit my lip, torn between dread and a thrill I couldn't quite resist. My cheeks were cold, but sweat pooled in my palms as we walked closer. Everything in me screamed to turn back, but I nodded.
Ava, whispering. All right.
Together, we stepped through the gates. The funhouse. The carnival was silent except for the warped tune of a broken calliope. Rusted rides stood like skeletons in the dark. Painted carousel horses stared with chipped, lifeless eyes. I muttered softly, my voice shaking despite myself.
Ava, this place gives me the creeps.
Ben only chuckled, gripping my hand tighter.
Ben, amused. Creeps? It's perfect, Ava.
We ducked beneath a rotting archway labeled Spectre's Funhouse. Inside, the air stank of dust and stale popcorn. The funhouse mirrors warped us into twisted versions of ourselves as we stumbled deeper inside. Then I froze. In a cracked mirror, I saw her, Mom, standing behind me in the reflection. My chest lurched. I screamed and spun, but only Ben was there, staring at me wide-eyed.
Ava, panting. I thought I saw Mom.
Ben's smile faltered.
Ben, unsteady. Mom, no way, just shadows and glass.
His voice wavered. The silence pressed in until faint children's laughter crackled over the overhead speakers. We both froze. The warped carnival music melted into that laughter, though we were alone. Suddenly, a spotlight snapped on above us. A rusted cage filled with broken mirrors shook violently on loose chains.
Ava, screaming, Ben, watch out.
Time seemed to slow. Ben shoved me clear just as the cage crashed to the floor, glass and steel splintering everywhere. My ears rang. When the world sharpened again, I saw him pinned, blood streaking his forehead.
Ava, sobbing. Ben?
His face was pale, his leg trapped under the iron wreckage, yet he forced a grin.
Ben, pained. I'm okay, really.
I scrambled at the metal, but it wouldn't budge. Panic clawed at me.
Ava, Ben, stay with me, please.
He reached out weakly, his fingers brushing mine.
Ben, faint. It's okay, Ava. I'm right here.
The carnival lights sputtered out. Then, cutting through the night, came headlights. Vehicles roared to a halt outside. Dad's voice rang out as he rushed toward us, paramedics at his side.
Michael, alarmed. Ava, what happened?
I pointed frantically at the wreckage.
Ava, Ben is hurt.
Hands pulled me aside as the medics lifted the iron off him. My father's arm wrapped tight around me. Ben, barely conscious, mumbled his last words before slipping under.
Ben, weakly. Love you.
That's aftermath. The hospital hall was a blur of rushing doctors, clipped voices, and fluorescent light. Dad paced, jaw set, while I sat trembling against the wall, praying. Finally, a surgeon emerged, weary but steady.
Michael, relieved. They got the steel off, but it was close. He's in surgery now. I'm sorry we didn't find you sooner, but he's going to live.
The words broke me. Tears spilled as I pressed my face to the wall, every ounce of fear spilling out. Later, I crept into his hospital room. Machines beeped softly. Ben lay there wrapped in bandages, eyes barely open. His lips curved in a small smile.
Ava, whispering. You're okay.
Ben. Horse. I am, thanks to you.
Dad sat beside us, silent but holding my hand tight. The three of us stayed that way until morning, shaken but together. I will never forget the smell of dust, the broken laughter in the funhouse, the shadow of Mom in the glass. Even now, when carnival music drifts through the air, my hands tremble. But then I remember, Ben is still here, and so am I.